Hey guys, Dry Plays back for another video. I've had a bit of a change around. If you can see behind me, I managed to find everything that I'd put in storage for Ranger stuff and some Rider stuff down here as well. If you spot anything in the background that you like the look of, give me a shout and I'll do a review on it. And yeah, who's this up here? If you can see it, that is Bowsette. That is a 3D print that I had done not long ago actually, and painted it up, so I might do a review on that as well for the channel. So I'm actually on my daughter's chair at the moment. It's not very comfortable, so if you're wondering why I'm looking a bit all hunched up, that's why. Anyway, on to the subject of today's video. I said I'd be doing some cosplay stuff, and lo and behold, I actually did do some cosplay stuff over the last few days. I got some of the last of my son's foam mats. They kind of got destroyed. They've been left out and just gone all manky and weren't really usable for what he needed them for. So I commandeered them and used them to do some cosplay stuff. And I've been wanting to do a Rider for a while, so I wasn't sure which one I was wanting to do. Now I am. This was a Decade arm gauntlet that I did the other day using some foam. This was just a prototype. Just to kind of get the feel for the foam and how it reacts with the glues. So this is Decade's arm piece that you would see on his arm. So this section here would be either pink and that one would be white this side. It can be reversible if you want to have it on the other arm. So it works for either one. I think if I was to build this one again, I would put the join just there and then cover it up with the fabric that needs to go over it this side. And then he has like a cuff that goes on his wrist as well. So that one actually came out okay. Then I found on a other fellow YouTuber's channel, Pigtail channel. And Pigtail was doing these awesome foam helmets and bits and pieces for like cosplays, and I hadn't actually got any card to kind of like transfer these patterns to make them not as wobbly when transferring and tracing onto the foam. What I had was a base plate or a base foam helmet, and then added a few bits to it and did some modifications, and this was based on two helmets actually, and it kind of came out looking like this. This isn't one to wear for an actual cosplay. This is just me messing around, getting used to building the helmets, because I've got the one I want to build in a few days, because I've got the foam coming in a few days, and then I will be building that one, and you'll be able to see what that one is. But this one is a combination of, I could only say it's a combination of kind of Forze's eyes, and then it's got Decade or Ryuki's back helmet plate, but it's got the colour scheme of Kamen Rider Aqua from one of the movies, and probably I would say Kakaida as well. If you remember who Kakaida is, he was like one of the very first Toei heroes, the cyborg, where he had like half red, half blue, and I think Kakaida was also the inspiration for what later became VR Trips. I can't remember the name of that Japanese series. But yeah. So does it fit? That is the question. Does it fit on my head? We'll find out. It does fit over my head, okay. But I think I need to make it slightly bigger. So when I do the next templating, I need to either scale it up slightly, and then work from there and just see if it fits together using the templates first before I transfer it to foam. So where it actually gets stuck is just on this, around my chin. As you can tell, I've got a bit of weight on me at the moment, and I'm losing the weight. It's coming off. It's coming off nicely at the moment. But the helmet I will be doing is ZO. Kamen Rider ZO, Z-I-O, not ZO as in Power Ranger ZO. Even though they are pronounced the same. Or GO, I should say. With some of the sections on this helmet, you can see where I haven't done the scoring as well. And I found a little tip out. If you actually cut it as close as you can, as smooth as you can, and it comes out looking nice. If you just burn the edges using either your hot plate on your cooker, it will actually seal the foam and leave a nice smooth looking line on it as well. You can see here I've got a better kind of smooth edge there. And you can also Dremel these, but I haven't actually got a Dremel piece that will fit it to do the sanding at the moment. Somebody also said about the edges on the top here, if I can't cover these up with the foam, and I hope I can, because actually with the Gio's helmet piece, it has a bar that goes across the top here, which is kind of like the watch face area, so that should cover up nice, and I think I can cover up most of this stuff on the front of it. I was going to do Decade, hence the cuff, and hence the backplate piece on the helmet here with the you can see I've kind of marked in the ridges in there. I used a combination of PVA, watered down PVA, to seal the foam for painting, and it's done a good job. I just need some better paint to apply on it, and probably not stand as close to it when I'm doing it. Somebody also said get some Mod Podge, or get some I can't remember what the spray seal is called now. It's like a rubberized sealant that you put on foam. That's something I'm thinking about getting to upgrade when I do the proper helmet, and hopefully that will turn out a lot better. So yeah, that was another thing I made. Then going on to I was just messing around yesterday, looking at belts and stuff, and my son said, "Oh, I really like the Fruit Rider." He was on about Banana. He called him Banana Man, and I thought, "Oh, which one was that?" And I remember Gaim had a Banana Rider or Baron, and I hadn't actually got the paints I needed for it, but I made that for him yesterday. It's all angled foam and cut in and stuff. So I made him a Lockseed driver, and he was running around the house with it yesterday. I just painted it up today, and he quite likes it. And it's all just made out of foam. The lock area over here is just one straight piece of foam. It goes over the top there, and I would have angled that one better and cut in all those ridges properly. The knife area on here has got all the ridges detailed into it, using a knife doing detail work on a knife. So there we go. So that's pretty much everything I've done over the last few days, and I've just noticed that Lockseed probably isn't centered right to where it should be. It doesn't open and close, it's just one solid piece well, it's not solid pieces of foam glued together just to make it look like the Lockseed, and it still needs painting up properly. But there we go. So that's been everything this week that I've been working on, and obviously I've been sorting through all the rider toys up there. We did have a couple of new items come in the other day. I've got two more things coming in, and I've got a what's the name of the Sentai where they're all made out of they have those globe things. Not Ryu Soldier, Kiri Ranger, Kiru Ranger. I haven't followed Sentai in such a long time. It's basically it's a lion add-on for the main mecha, and I found it really cheap, and I thought I'll watch it for a few days. I'll put a bid on it, and I won it for like £2. But the shipping was like £15, so it didn't work out as cheap as I thought it would. But still, that's not bad for something that I've kind of got more of an interest in collecting now. We've got some stuff in the background. I've got some Black RX or Mass Rider stuff on the shelf there. It's more Mass Rider stuff from Saban's Mass Rider. I've got some Sojaku Henshin figures, which were those metal armoured riders from like mid 2000s to 2009 before they swapped over to Figuarts. I've got my foam Ankh hand down there with a metal O's holder. It's down here, which I believe was made by a fellow YouTuber as well, and I can't remember his name. I think it's Ars, A-R-H-S or A-R-S. And if I do find his channel, I will link it below, because he's making some awesome stuff. I believe that's where I got that from, and it's been over like 10 years since I got that, and I can't remember all the details where I got it from. I've got the Forza belt with a few of the switches down there. I found the fire switch about a month ago before I bought everything out of storage, and I can't find it since, and I've been asking my kids, have you seen this? And my daughter says she saw it a couple of days ago and she can't remember where. So hopefully it's not buried in the back garden or been thrown in a bin anywhere. The Ranger stuff, I've got two of the kind of like semi Ultra Zords at the back up there. So you've got the Dino Thunder one where it's the Plesiosaur and the main Megazord merged. And I've got the Samurai Ninja Steel one at the back there, where it's like the Bull Zord combined with the main one. Which I still think we should do like a video on how to like make those Megazords look better, because they do look ridiculous. Like their combined modes need to be worked on. Yeah, and there's a few other bits as well. I've got some of the bits I picked up over the last 2 or 3 years. I was kind of still collecting Power Ranger stuff, but it was kind of like, yeah, I've got it now. I'll let the kids play it. And the kids have played with it, and then they got bored with it, and I've had it back. So yeah, that's everything for now, guys. If you liked the video and you see what you like and you like what you see, you want to drop me a comment below, please do. The new comment section below is really kind of like confusing me because of how YouTube's changed. So my comment section is kind of like underneath my description bar now, and a little arrow. So if you want to drop a comment below, please do, and I will try and get back to you as quick as I can. The next video I've got planned is possibly going to be the building of the Geo helmet. My wife's got all the template pieces at work. She's going to print those out on her printer at work, and I'll bring them back, do adjustments as needed to scale my big giant head. So thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you on the next one.